Hi, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Falmouth. I'm Michael.
And I'm Susan.
Here we go.
It's
Another week in Falmouth.
Another beautiful week. Yeah.
Got some good outdoor stuff going on this week.
I think there's some further plant sales and things like that.
Okay.
We're getting this week, the Falmouth Falmouth Farmers Market opens this coming week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good. Yeah. So we'll start out with the MBL Falmouth Forum. That's tonight. That's on that's at the auditorium on 7 MBL Street in Woods Hole tonight, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
Okay.
This is the third chapter, looking back and giving forward. Sarah Lawrence Lightfoot. Sarah Lawrence Lightfoot believes that we must develop a compelling vision of later life, one that does not assume a trajectory of decline after 50, but recognizes this as a time of potential change, growth, and new learning. Absolutely. A time when our courage gives us hope.
Love it.
And so she'll be examining this dynamic of new cultural shift. She spent 2 years traveling the United States, interviewing, observing, and witnessing men and women in their 50s, 60s, and 70s who've changed their lives, and in doing so are redefining our views and their own on aging. So I think that's
since we're in that group, that's pretty interesting. I like that.
We are in that group easily.
We talk about that a lot, yes. So.
And it's certainly appropriate for the demographic of Falmouth, I think. Yeah.
That's awesome. Great.
So it sounds interesting. Yeah. And that's, again, that's in Woods Hole.
Okay. Great.
This weekend, last weekend was a lot of plant sales. This weekend, the Master Gardener's annual plant sale, Saturday, May 21st, can you believe it's May 21st? 9 a.m. to 1.
Where did the year go?
I know. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. over at the Cape Cod Fairgrounds. You enter through the West Gate on Courier Road.
Okay.
They feature native plants, hydrangeas, dahlias, rhododendrons, perennials, vegetables, over 30 varieties of tomatoes, herbs, succulents, pollinator-friendly plants, and many more. There are master gardeners on hand who can answer your questions. This takes place rain or shine.
Nice. That's great. And there's not going to be any rain. I think it's going to be shine.
I think this weekend is shine for sure. Yeah. Nice. In fact, fortunately, the water is going to prevent us from being like superheated, but in some areas of Massachusetts, it's going to be pretty hot this weekend. Yeah. So maybe a lot of people will be coming to the water.
I think we will. We're going to start getting it's busy, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have a lot of people here this weekend.
Yeah, I think so too. On Sunday, May 22nd, 4 p.m., Highfield Hall and Gardens is starting their Summer Garden Talk series. This one will be Artist Gardens of New England.
Okay.
Jana Milbacher, principal of Enchanted Gardens, will talk about Artist Gardens of New England. Some of our most beloved painters, sculptors, and authors were inspired by the gardens they created. And that's up at Highfield Hall, if I didn't say that already, up on the hill.
Okay.
On Tuesday, May 24th, 6 p.m., the Friends of Nobska Lighthouse is sponsoring a virtual Meet the Author with Captain W. Russell Webster, U.S. Coast Guard retired. I have fond memories of living at Nobska, author Captain W. Russell Webster says as he's discussing his distinguished career as a United States Coast Guard commander at Group Woods Hole through the lens of living at Nobska Light. He has served for 26 years in the Coast Guard as a commander at Group Woods Hole, then one of the largest search and rescue groups. He was an incident commander for both the 1999 JFK Jr. and Egypt Air 990 air crashes. He's now retired from public service and is an author whose books on the Coast Guard related maritime tragedies reflect his experience as a search and rescue field commander.
Interesting.
Yeah, truly. And that will be virtual. So once you sign up, you'll get the links for to be able to log on to that.
Okay.
On Wednesday, May 25th, 7 to 8 p.m., a HUI and FBL, Falmouth Public Library Community Read event, Below the Edge of Darkness book discussion with Alan Adams. This is by Zoom, Falmouth Public Library. Come and discuss Edie Weider's book, Below the Edge of Darkness, a memoir of exploring light and life in the deep sea in a group setting. They'll have a special guest, Ellen Adams, who is an adjunct oceanographer in the Applied Ocean Physics and Engineering Department at HUI. And this is again by Zoom. So once you register, you'll get all the links that you need to join the community in this book discussion.
That's certainly interesting. I always find it really scary to think about down there in the dark. A lot of creepy stuff down there.
What's living down there that we don't even know about?
Oh, yeah.
We find little pieces and parts of that float to the surface every now and again. It's like, ooh, I wonder what kind of thing this belonged to. Yeah.
I don't want to know firsthand, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that even when you think about it, there are areas that have been totally unexplored. So I find that fascinating.
Yes.
Yeah. And here we are, we're exploring outer space, and there are areas in our ocean we have no clue about.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's
Good
cool.
stuff.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, as I said earlier this morning, earlier in this Zoom, Falmouth Farmers Market is going to start on Thursday, May 26th, 12 to noon. That takes place every Thursday through October.
Yep.
On Marine Park at Scranton Avenue. Local farmers, bakers, culinary artisans, fresh fruits, vegetables, seafood, cheese, wine, bread, pastries, plants, and flowers. And some other things sometimes. I don't know. I'm thinking about cider donuts, which were really, really, really popular there.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. So
Wally's hot dogs. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that goes on down there. Chocolate from time to time, right? Come on.
Yeah, you never know it's going to
Fine,
show
you
up
can
down
find some
there. So
great
you got to
stuff there,
check it out.
so
Yeah, check it out.
yes.
And then finally, our friends over at the Center for Corporate and Professional Education by Zoom on Thursdays, May 26th through July 14th, 10:30 a.m. to noon. They're offering entrepreneurial mindset training, the Ice House Entrepreneurship Program.
Nice.
Gallup reports that only 1/3 of employees, 34% in the US, were engaged in with their work in 2021, and 16% were actively disengaged in their work and workplace. This is a serious problem for today's employers, as disengaged employees are less productive, less motivated, and often result in short staffing and costly turnover for the organization. The Ice House Entrepreneurship Program is an experiential learning program designed to immerse participants in real-world experiences that enables them to develop entrepreneurial attitudes and skills. And that is offered by 4Cs.
Awesome. They got some great stuff going on there. So,
Yep.
well, all right. So there's plenty to do.
Yep,
And of course, there's all the outdoor stuff.
there's all the outdoor stuff. Certainly the gardens are starting to bloom over at Highfield Hall, and you can take a walk there or around BB Woods, or any of the trails from the 300 Committee Land Trust. You can find the trail maps on their website.
The sheep are grazing at Peterson Farm. The
sheep are
gardens are coming
grazing.
alive at Historical Society.
And certainly the things that we don't talk about every week, because we'll talk about them once, but they're still happening every week, are all of the galleries and the art
Falmouth Art
exhibit.
Center, the art galleries, so
Mhm.
much going on.
Yeah, the Cahoon Museum. So those are ongoing. Check them out too. And yeah, and Heritage is in the middle of their Rhododendron Festival. So, the roadies are blooming, and
Love
it is
it.
outrageous.
My faves, my faves.
Yeah, yeah.
Love
So
it.
plenty to do. Enjoy the weekend and enjoy the week.
Yes, make it a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.